everybody. Oh, I am washed out. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Um, is it this? Oh, oh gosh, that was too much. Oh gosh, that was too much. Uh, brightness? Yeah, let's turn brightness down a little bit. Did that fix it? A little bit. Oh, I'm just white. Sorry that I'm extra ghostly white today. Hello. How's everybody doing? I pre-apologize for my hair. Not that anybody else cares. I'm the only one who cares, but you can kind of see it here. I forgot my leave-in conditioner at the Clash, and my hair kind of got extra frizzy and dried out. It's still soft, like it's not crunchy or anything. It's still not happy. It's gonna be like a good solid week before it's happy again. So also, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but I also didn't realize how dry the air was going to be in Pennsylvania. So, yeah, that was pretty. I am so white right now. Holy crap! Hold on. Is it this? I'm just saturation. No. Eh. Uh, what's vibrance? What does that do? Oh, that's my color. Okay, hold on. Eh. I'm messing with stuff and I don't know what it does. Um, um, white balance. Yeah, I don't even know if any of this is helping. It's not helping. Okay, cool. They had so much fun at the Clash. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. But yeah, no, I after the first night, I woke up and at our family lake house down in the Ozarks, we have a dehumidifier in the basement. And sometimes when we first get there, we forget to turn it off. So it's continuing to dehumidify the house. And I wake up and I have like super dry sinuses, and sometimes it gets so bad where I have like a gushing nosebleed when I first wake up. It's terrible. And it wasn't that bad in Pennsylvania, but it did remind me of that. And I was like, "Man, I'm so surprised how dry the air is." Shelby said the same thing. She's like, "I'm drinking so much water and I'm still like feel like I'm dehydrated." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." That's so weird. So whenever on our way back, we stopped we split the so it was 13-hour drive for us. We made it all in one day going down, but on the return home, we split it between Sunday and Monday. Um we stopped in Columbus, Ohio, Sunday night. And even just getting to Columbus, Ohio, we got out of the car and I'm just like Midwest humidity, it's back. Oh, I never thought I'd miss humidity. It's so funny. But oh, I should start saying hellos before I get into too many other stories. Craig, hello, hello. Bex, thank you. Hello, hello. MB Reef, Lando, hello, hello. Zenny, I'm here. Not sure for how long, but for now anyway. I appreciate it. Crown Tail Half Moon, hello, hello. Dee Dee, hello. Oh, I was so excited to meet Dee Dee and her family. Oh, well, I say meet her family, but I just kind of said hi. Um, But yeah, it was so good to meet you, Dee Dee. And good night. I know that it might be I don't know if it is, but it's probably late for you. So dippy dippy doo. Everybody saying hi. Steven! Ooh, new timeout links. Yeah, I noticed that the other day too. Linda Worth, hello, hello. Nice music. Thank you, Dee Dee. I saw that too, Steven. Hee 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 hee. Doo. Sweet Gina and friends. Oh, Austin, it was so good meeting you too at the Clash. Oh, Austin's a character. It kind of comes across on stream, but oh my gosh, Austin is so much fun. I will say, and he will probably also agree and admit, If you let Austin borrow your lighter, you better make sure he hands it right back to you. Like, you gotta be on him. He's one of those that, like, he will not necessarily put in his pocket, but I think I think he borrowed a lighter from Maria Z. Um, we were in a circle outside smoking, and she gave it to him to use, and then he turned and he was in the middle of a sentence, he was talking distracted, but he went and handed it to me. I'm just like, and back to Maria, because it's not mine. So he's a funny guy. Super sweet guy. Super funny. Super on his toes, quick, smart, hilarious. Did I say hi to Steven already? Steven, hello. Doo-ba-doo. Gabbin with Gina Bobina. Yes, hello, Coro. I don't usually see the intro. Yeah. It's my elevator music that Coro likes to make fun of me for, which I like my elevator music. Fishfam.link. Geek Boy, it was so good seeing you too. Geek Boy's also a really fun guy. So smart and so fun. Gina, dwarf seahorses are gonna be too hard. Them seahorse whisperin' mofos burst my bubble. You know what? Maybe don't start the tank with the seahorses. Maybe do some of the other things, the non-seahorse list, which, by the way, the list I sent you, Steven, all those prices were like if you got that many. So it's like the accumulated amount. I guess I realized I should have just put the price of the single instead of the, like, if I said to get 6 of them, the price of 6 of them. So yeah, just start with the list of the not seahorse thingamadoos fish. And yeah, go from there. Doop 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 doop. Jenna, hello, hello. Did I say hello to Linda? Hello, Linda. Jeff Kane, hello, hello. Stephen P, I swear it used to be however long you wanted because someone accidentally timed someone out for like days or months back in the day and had to fix it if I recall correctly. Dang! Oh, is Jenna sick? Did Jenna get the clash bug? B Wizzle, hello, hello. I left the stream and apparently they were still going on about dwarf seahorses. Yeah, when you get them on a tangent, they will just keep going. I'll have to watch the replay of that. Oh yeah. Yeah, Jenna, I hope you feel better. Gina, my Pokemon sister, yeah, heck yeah. B Wizzle gave me a not a PSA, but I think it was a GSA graded card. It's a Steelix, and it was a GSA 10, so I'm excited about that. Steven, at the end, she still said, Steven, come back and tell us what seahorses you decided to go with. I mean, and it was a 20 high, right? You could probably still get away with a pair of Erectus. Or Rady. Radii, however you pronounce it. I forgot my worms culture. Oh no! Kyle! Hello, hello! I don't know why I was about to say Kyle, and then I second guessed myself for a second, and I was like, wait, no, it's Kyle. I was right. Fucking nuns, Ginger. I need fish that will let me travel. Gina, you are fine. Okay. Eric! Oh my god, escaping and lurking. Oh my god, Eric Wyrock is exactly the person that you see on stream. So energetic, so fun, so happy. And I thought he was gonna snap my spine in half with how tight of a hug he gave me. I was about to be like, start tapping his back, like, no, okay. But, such a warm, happy, bubbly guy. So sweet, so sweet. Yeah, the erectus ones will eat frozen mysids. Yeah, you might be able to get them on prepared foods, but and also I asked them too. I was like, "Does anybody seed their like all of you like captive bred keepers? Do you guys keep your copepods in your tank? Do you seed your tanks with copepods?" And all of them were like, "No, they don't really go after them." But I'm pretty sure if you ever went out of town and you have a good colony of copepods in your tank, yeah, for the first day or so, they might not eat them because we overfeed our fish. Period. Like our fish and our tanks do not burn the calories that they do out in the wild. Like we could try to imitate the flow, but it is nothing like the ocean. So they are not burning the calories. The amount of calories that they intake, they're not. It's not an equal balance. So yeah, for the first day or two, they might not eat as much. But after day two, they're gonna get hungry and they're gonna go after those amphipods and those copepods. So I'm pretty sure if you seed your tank, they'll be fine. That's where all the vampires are at these days, right? Pennsylvania. I didn't get a minute of quality sleep at the hotel, and then I drank way too much soda and not enough water. Yeah. So the first night, Thursday night, we didn't sleep well, Nathan and I. We both kept waking up during the night, and I think it's because we're spoiled and have a sleep number bed, and apparently we like a softer mattress. But the second night, we did better. And then Sunday night in Columbus, Ohio, it was the same thing as Thursday night. We kept waking up during the night, but we were tired. Oh my god, we laid down. What's nice is that hotel in Columbus, Ohio, shared a parking lot with an Arby's. So I was like, thank God we're not eating freaking McDonald's again. So, but it was so funny because we drove like 6.5 hours, and then we park, we run inside because like we had to go to the bathroom like an hour and a half out. But we're like, oh, I don't want to stop. We're almost there. We're almost there. So we're like needing to go to the bathroom, and so we run inside. We use the bathroom. We check in, get our keys, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck unpacking. Let's go get food. And he's like, that sounds good. So we started to walk over to Arby's. Um, and we realized that their dining room was closed. They were drive-through only. So I was like, ugh. So I had to get back in the car, hop over to Arby's, and go through the drive-through, which is fine because it was not McDonald's. LOL, Steven, those beds were not made for me. Oh, because of how tall they were, super tall. Like even for me and Nathan, which were like, I'm a little bit above average in height, and then Nathan's normal tall. When you say a guy is tall, like normal tall. Um, but yeah, like when I was getting out of the bed, I had to like slide down the bed a little bit. Like my feet hanging off the bed would not touch the ground, so it like scared me the first morning. I was like, oh my god, I'm falling out. Oh no, okay. Dee Dee is the best. Thanks for dinner. Can't say that enough. Aww. Hey, trying to hang in there for a few. Aww. Those beds were made for concrete people who like to sleep on concrete and take weak ass showers. Our shower actually wasn't too bad, but the one in Columbus, Ohio, who was it? I think it was Bentley was saying that the when you were pulling up the tab to to turn on the shower head, it was still draining a lot out of the spigot, and so the shower head pressure was really really low. It was like that at the Columbus Holiday Inn. So I think it's just a normal hotel just problem. But no, in Morgantown it was ours wasn't too bad. I mean, it was still weak. It was still weaker than my one at home, but it wasn't awful. I got notified about that timeout thing this morning, but Sam has been bragging about it for a week or so now. Plus the height challenge toilets. That is a good point. I didn't even think about that correlation. So super high beds, super low toilets. Like every time I had to I thought I was falling. I was almost like, did I miss the toilet? Like you can't miss the toilet, but you know what I mean? Like I was just like, where is it? Oh, the pickle lighter. Michael is even better in person. Yep. Those toilets are ridiculous. They are. They're so low. Yes, Dee Dee, my tall self did not like those toilets last year. Can we talk about the very far apart elevators that open for 1 second? No indication of which elevator it will be. Yes, so the spacing for those elevators, it's almost like there should have been a third elevator in the middle. So you hit the button from whichever direction you're coming from. There's only 2 elevators and like this giant space in between them. So you hit the button and you had to literally go and stand in between the 2 elevators because if you happen to stand by one and the other one were to open, there was no time. There was no time for you to be able to catch it before the doors closed. So, um, and then if you weren't on the main level, there was no indicator box above the hotel or above the elevator doors to tell you where each elevator was and what direction it was going. Only on the main level it had that indicator, and inside the elevator, obviously. Um, but yeah, yeah. Scotty went on his stream was asking, he's like, "What were some things about the hotel?" And I was just like, "Rip out the elevators, add a third one, just rip out those stupid elevators, get new ones." I love the elevator music. It reminds me of like TV shows from when I was a little kid. Oh, Eric said his knees were in his chest. Yes. Or how slow they go. I wouldn't necessarily say they were slow in, as a whole. So they would be moving and they're not moving too fast. But when they stop at a floor, that kind of fine tune adjustment, that's the part that, slows it down. Jenna, they're the get in shape elevators. You gotta run the instant they crack open. Yeah. If we weren't on the 4th floor, Nathan and I even said this, if we weren't on the 4th floor, we'd be taking the stairs way more often than the elevator. Glad to know the stock list wasn't $4,000 and instead like 700. You're welcome. Yeah, no, you requested not to have expensive fish. So I did not recommend any expensive fish. Nothing like Garcia knocking on my hotel door. Garcia, FBI, open up. Also, if you are going down, an up elevator will open and you have to ride it up before it starts going down. I think that's standard with elevators. I think whatever directions it's going, it has to finish that path in order to continue. I don't think maybe newer elevators will stop and then, but I think as a standard for like older elevators, I think that's pretty standard. I want a sea monkey tank, Gina. How much for a school of 7? That's just brine shrimp. You want a brine shrimp tank? So you need green water, heater, a bubbler, and a very bright light. And maybe some Fido to get you started. But yeah, phytoplankton. But yeah, it's just brine shrimp. Hello, Aquafunk, by the way. I just realized I didn't actually say hi. Just got home and have some stuffed clams. Oh, Aqua Garden Zen, that sounds amazing. It is not his birthday. I think the elevators add character. It's like a game. Will the one that's already in front of you open first, or the one 4 floors away? Will you make it in time? Will it move when the doors close? Right? Oh my gosh. It does keep you on your toes. Just enjoy the foreplay before going down, Jenna. $30 Aquafunk. You want them overnighted? Butterfly was all about the glass wall in the elevator. Oh, I freaked out the first time. I was not expecting it. We walked in with our stuff. We get in the elevator. we're talking with whoever it was in the elevator, and it starts to go up, and all of a sudden, just because on the first floor, it's completely solid. It's completely boxed in, so you don't know. Well, we went up, and all of a sudden, that the boxed in area just is gone, and I'm just like, oh, like luckily my back was to it, but I just go, oh shit, this is a glass elevator, and everyone just Nathan like laughed at me. He's like, you're okay. I was like, I know I'm okay. I assure you, my name is still Kyle. Oh my gosh, am I that behind in chat? Oh no. Hello, still Kyle. Oh, on certain nights his name is Shithead. There you go. I'm telling you, Steven, start with macroalgae, and then by the time you want livestock, you'll have your parameters in check, all the rest equipment, etc. Yep. Hello, not Steven. Not Stefan. I almost lifted Oinky off the floor. I thought I broke her back hugging her. She's so tiny and light. I know! Oinky is so small. So small. She's so small. I did a 15-gallon Hex feather duster tank. It was so cool. Oh, I didn't even think about feather dusters. Yeah, Steven, you could do feather dusters. Nathan Hovey, hello, 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 my fishy friends. Lurking while I finish water changes. Lurk away. Kelly Foreman! Oh my god, Gina's squeak! Oh my gosh! Oh, it was so good to meet Kelly, but with her being busy with her panel chats and me being busy with my vendor table, I just feel like I missed out on Kelly's socialization, and this is my one regret of the weekend is that I didn't hang out with Kelly more. But that just means that we'll just have to meet up again. Oh, darn. Copepods do more than just provide food to your fish also. They are also part of your cleanup crew. That is true, especially during an ugly phase or if you start to get diatoms. Copepods are very, very nice for that. Didn't ABC say he used to keep many seahorses? Probably. What hasn't Kenny done? We didn't sleep well at that hotel either, yeah. Oh, I see Catahulas. Hello, hello. I read your comment. I didn't even realize that it was you that made it. I'm sorry. Ian! Hello, hello. One day I woke up with my head lolled off the side of the bed. That bed sucked. Oh my god, Kelly. Lurking at work. Our bed at home is actually taller. Does Jenna have one of those step the stairs? Does Jenna have a set of those stairs to be able to get into bed, or do you just have to like pick her up princess style every night? I hope it's the latter. I hope Steven picks up Jenna princess style every night to put her in bed. Because she deserves it. Our bed at home is taller than the hotel beds were, but I have been at a condo where I legit needed a step to get into the bed. I was just asking about that. Our room had normal toilets, weak ass showers, and loud ACs. Our AC was loud too. I asked somebody about that. I'm like, is your AC like noticeably loud, like when it kicks on or off? And we're like, no, it's fine. And I was like, it's fine when it's on, but like, when it would kick on and when it would turn off, like the sound, the acoustic difference. Plus, I'm crazy allergic to that place. Oh. I wonder if it's their cleaning products. I don't know. Because it didn't seem like the rooms had like any kind of scent air fresheners or anything. Boots Cats! Oh my god, the elevators. Boots Cats was amazing to meet. Oh, she's so cool. I want to live closer to Boots Cat so we can hang out more. Jeff Kane, did I say hello to Jeff Kane? Hello, Jeff Kane. Can't wait to catch up this weekend. I'm jealous. I want to catch up. We just took the stairs. We were only on the second floor. Yep. Yeah, if we were on the fourth, if we were not on the fourth floor, even probably yeah, if we were on the second floor, we'd definitely be taking the stairs. Third floor would be debatable. Probably at least go down the stairs. if we were on the third floor. I did, and you should have gotten the gift card to your email. Perfect. Glad I was on the first floor, never had to experience it. Ah. Good night, Lando. Have a good night. It's the elevators from the McStreamy intro. Yes, it is. Linky is the best. Had so much fun talking to her and Ed. I know, they're both so sweet. Oh, Gina, I'm sorry we didn't get to hang out. I feel like I mostly hung out with the old dudes who frequented the talks. Yeah, it happens. I love all the little sea critters. That's what's in my salt water jugquarium. Yeah, those are cool. If you sleep good at a hotel, you're wasted. LOL, that is a good point. Pet stares, LOL. My dog has those Walter the Wiener. I slept great, Crown Tail. Aw. Adam McReynolds, hello. You missed the startup, it's okay. Think the hotel was moldy. Ugh. Oh, I hope not. That would suck. Is that main thing that you're allergic to is mold? AC compressors can be really loud when they kick on and off. Ugh. They were. I wouldn't say stupid loud, but they were noticeably loud. Maybe it was the dander from the wigs. I slept like a baby, then woke up with a headache on the bathroom floor. I'm a lightweight. Oh no! I was on the fourth, but took the stairs most of the time. Well, Geek, that's because you're in shape. You bicycle a lot, right? Like, your legs are, like, in shape. I am not. Just chilling. Just got home not too long ago. Perfect. The smoke detector in the stairwell 4 was beeping the first 2 days. Oh! Someone needs to change those batteries. What do you mean you're jealous? You just got to go to the class, Gina. I can't even hit both days of Fishtoberfest. Oh, I did. You just got to go to the class. I know. But I haven't met Ian before, and I want to. Did anyone claim Geek Boy's furry roommate pet? What? I don't know about. I don't understand Geek Boy's furry roommate pet. I'm allergic to ragweed, molds, and all of my favorite foods. Oh. Still at work, slowing down for the night, so that's nice. The wig. Oh, is that it? The wig? Ragweed. I don't think I've ever actually seen ragweed. Oh, okay. Got you. My mom's also allergic to ragweed. At least she's told me. I didn't think I'd actually. I couldn't think of an image. I posted pictures of our guest on the Discord server daily. I tried to keep up with the Discord, but it just wasn't. Geek was the one who had a free pet wig in his room. Had to work a job in Pensacola once, and the smoke detector in my room kept going off at like 3 a.m. the first 2 nights. Ew. I called the desk the second night and asked them to fix it or I would. Yeah, right? Mainly for Rico's enjoyment. Steve C, how's your lobster doing? I hope he's still doing good. I brought an orange spiny lobster for Steve C. Geek, you should have made a little guest book for the wig and signed it and left it for the next guest. After night 3, I took it to the desk and left it screaming on their desk. Oh my gosh. I'm just glad you know it's ragweed, not goldenrod, Kelly. Everyone says they're allergic to goldenrod around here. which isn't even wind pollinated. Goldenrod is insect pollinated, unlike ragweed. Yeah. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. He's doing great. Thank you so much. He's awesome. You're welcome. Oh, I'm so excited. Steve. Scuba Steve? Oh, Steve C. Okay. Hope the puppies are doing great. You got a puppy too? A lobster and a puppy? Oh my god. Goldenrod is a beautiful plant. Ragweed is ugly and nondescript. Yeah, I just looked it up. I could see how people would call it goldenrod. Yep. Like almost looks like goldenrod that hasn't quite bloomed yet. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. My episto took third. Congratulations. I did end up judging 2 clownfish. What was it? A frostbite and another one that I don't remember. I don't remember what the other one was, but they're both Ocellaris species. Designer Ocellaris. They were so cute. The larger one, the female. I mean, they both on their white body had a very pretty blue sheen to them. When I showed my flashlight on them, my flashlight. I said flashlight, y'all. When I shone my flashlight on them, beautiful blue sheen to them. Neither one were near adult sizes though. And one was slightly, I wouldn't call it skinny, but was slightly less plump than the other. But both were very active. Both would kind of go after my finger a little bit when I held my finger up to the side of the tank, so I didn't have to use the little stick. They offered these little sticks if we had to like coax the fish to the front of the tank, but didn't have to. You just need to put my finger up and they went to attack me because that's what clownfish do. But yeah, they were so cute. I didn't know that I had fish to judge. I mean, and I mentioned this in um Scotty's stream. I was like, yeah, I wasn't expecting I didn't realize that I was gonna have fish to judge. He's like, we talked about it. You knew you were gonna be a judge. I'm like, yeah, but like last night, I think I checked in with him, or we were both in a chat, and I asked him, I was like, hey, any entries for the saltwater yet? And at that point, there wasn't. Um, maybe it was like Wednesday or something, Tuesday or Wednesday. And there weren't any entries, so I wasn't expecting to judge any fish. And the next thing I know, there's 2 clownfish. Garcia! Hello, hello! Of course, you said flashlight. What else would you have said? Yeah, exactly. Boston Terriers! Oh, Nathan doesn't like small dogs, but he said if we ever got a small dog, he would love a Boston Terrier. Torch? Lamp? Illuminary? Yeah, that. Well, I can't say torch because then people are going to think I mean a torch coral. Of course you can borrow my flashlight. No, you can't borrow my... Yeah. Steve, come on. I said flashlight. No, I wouldn't want to borrow that. UK torch. Yeah, I know. They call it a torch in the UK. But yeah. Oh my god, it's already 10. I do have to work tomorrow, so we can't be up super late. I think it was last Wednesday. Yeah, the last day I worked, my boss asked, he's like, so when are you coming back? I'm like, oh, I'm coming back Tuesday. He's like, wait, so you're going to be gone? I was like, I'm going to be gone tomorrow through Monday. I will be back Tuesday. And he says, so you're going to miss, you won't be here Monday. I was like, no, I will not be here Monday. I've already gone over with Elena how to do the dry good order. And, Lady Diane, support your local fish lady. Um, and he goes, so since you're missing Monday, are you going to work for me on Thursday? Not can you? So you're going to work for me on Thursday? I was like, I guess I can. I'm like, let me look at my calendar, make sure Kane doesn't have a doctor's appointment. So I looked, he doesn't, so I'm working. But yeah, Nathan and I already have a plan for continuing to save for we're calling it the vacation fund. Because next year he wants to go to Blade Show, which is actually the same weekend as another fish show. One of the other vendors came up to me and he saw that he asked how things were, and I was like, I'm not selling as much as I want, or I was hoping. But he said, yeah, there's not a lot of saltwater people here. He's like, but in North Carolina, there's a show. I think he said last year they had like 4,000 attendees. I just popped in to say good night, Lady Diane. And that it is, has a better saltwater crowd. Gave me a flyer, said, maybe you consider going to this, but that's the same weekend as Blade Show. So, yeah, we plan on going to Blade Show and hopefully at least one fish event. I was thinking Fishtoberfest, but the Clash is doubling every year, and now that I know how good like the vendor room and everything was for the Clash, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna go to at least one fish show next year. I just have to decide which one. Finally chilling. Nice. Okay, hubby is here. I'm gonna head out. Good night, Zenny. Yes, it was salty at the Aquatic Expo in Charlotte. Yeah, that one. I'm gonna have to miss out on Fishtoberfest, sadly. Oh, yeah. I mean, I really wanted to go to one on the West Coast so I could meet all you West Coast people. But if y'all just start saving now, y'all can just go to the Clash. But I think Blade Show is in June. I think Nathan said, and it's gonna be in Atlanta, Georgia. Which I asked him, I was like, so are we gonna fly or are we gonna drive? He's like, I was planning on driving. I don't remember how long the drive was, so he pulled it up on his Google Maps. And he's like, oh, it's 8 hours. And I'm just like, 8 hours? That's nothing. We just drove 13 hours. 8 hours is nothing. He's like, oh yeah, we'll drive. I was like, yeah, for sure. Duh. I'm not gonna freaking pay money for a flight. I'm gonna just drive for 8 hours. And I'm like, wait, when is it again? And I think he said June or July. And I'm like, oh, June or July in Atlanta, Georgia? It's gonna be freaking hot. Yeah, I'm not dealing with an airplane. No offense, Kyle. Not dealing with there's Matt. Not dealing with possible delays, getting stuck on the tarmac on a hot plane that's not, no AC on. I'm not risking it. Yeah, we'll just drive. Gonna miss out on Fishtoberfest. Took time off for it, but things happened, yeah. I'm very partial to the Clash, mostly because it's so close and I know some of the actual club members, but I definitely want to travel more. I don't know much about flying with fish. Yeah. Atlanta is 4 hours from Charlotte. Nice. What's a blade show? Knives? Yes. So it's essentially like Aquashella for us, is what blade show is for the knife keeping hobby. That's usually where big knife companies will announce the new knives for the year that they're going to be in production, or possibly within the next 2 years. They announce their new line. They will have limited edition knives selling at Blade Show. And also, apparently, they have something like kind of like the hospitality room after. They call it, what do they call it? The Den, I think. People will go and swap knives. Like hobbyists will go there and swap knives and stuff, do a little knife swap. How was Indiana Knives? See, the thing is, I don't know how I missed this detail, or unless they recently changed their hours, but they're freaking closed on Mondays. They're only open Wednesday through Saturday. So we didn't even go. We didn't go because they were freaking closed. So Nathan, on Tuesday, was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. While Kane was at school, he ran to our local knife store. And ended up getting some knives there. Matt who? He sounds awesome. He's just some guy. Blade show, I bet that could be an expensive adventure. Yeah, that's why we're starting to save up now. Yep. I know Koro got new brakes and rotors now, though safety first, of course. Yeah. Blade show is where Cold Steel announces their next tactical Hammerhawk Extreme Pro. Yep. Knives do get expensive fast. Did she say wife swap? Get out of here, Matt. Koro, you're like an encyclopedia. Steve, you should talk to Vibes Aquatics. He traveled flying with fish. Gotcha. Yeah, he was looking forward to it, but yeah, he was looking forward to the Classic Car Museum, which was closed, and he was looking forward to Indiana Knives, which was closed. So I felt really bad, but he still had fun. He still enjoyed himself. No cat swap, Matt. Vehicle expenses add up quick. I'm not surprised you had to reprioritize. I'm still not sure how we're going down to SAC after Fishtoberfest. It's going to be a crazy couple of weeks. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, our Malibu, Nathan just today took it to the shop to get emissions and oil change. The headlight, it's not broken, but it was a brand new bulb we got and it still wasn't turning on. Turned out it was a dirty connection, so got that working so it can get relicensed. Actually, I think he did get it relicensed. It's just we're waiting on the stickers. That really sucks. Gonna miss seeing you, debating what I'm gonna do this year since plans are changing. Yeah. I flew with fish for the first time on my way home. It's not difficult. Oh, good. I know you were worried about that, Boots Cats. I know you're really worried about... Because it was a Pleco, right? Yeah, you had a Pleco. Flying with it. I'm more of a cat thief, Kelly. Here, fat kitty. Here, come here, fat kitty. Boots, I was wondering about the fish. Yep. Dirty ball connection? What the hell have I walked into? No! Light. The connection for the headlight. I know, maybe I'll have to make a drive there in the winter. Maybe. I'm on the wait list for the Tactical Hammerhawk Extreme Platinum. Yeah, his imagination is in overdrive. He's being ridiculous. Alright, After driving down to SAC for aftershock, we're supposed to be moving, and the new apartment complex seems to have ghosted us after getting our application fees. That sucks. Fat Kitty is mine! How do they handle the water volume? Doesn't it have to be like 3 ounces or less? Only if, well, because there's a fish in it, then they know that it's not like gasoline or any kind of flammable liquid because it has a live fish in it. Matt needs the Clash wig. Hoping to have my Jeep by then. Gotta come up to you. Yeah. Yeah, baby super red. That's right, it was a super red. Vibes gave me helpful info and I got him home fine. Perfect. Yeah. 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 So I don't know if anybody's posted any videos for it, but Shelby and Grant, the Garden of Eden, had these little Pico tanks, these little like quarter-gallon acrylic tanks, almost perfect replica to a tank and a sump, fully functional sump. They asked me to scape the saltwater one or to set up a saltwater one, and so I did. I brought 3 sexy shrimp, um, the rock, the pre-seeded uh, biological media that I had been seeding at the store. And I brought some mushroom corals, but apparently the mushroom corals didn't survive the trip. The one thing that I was not worried about, because I'm like, oh, mushrooms are like tanks, they'll survive pretty much anything. It was in the bucket with with Chris C's lobster, the sexy shrimp, Scuba Steve's stony corals, um, and all the oh no, I had all the macros. No, I had them in the bucket too, I think. Um yeah, those Pico tanks are made by P&W Customs here in Portland. Yeah. Whoops. I wish I would have seen that Pico tank go to auction. It only sold for like 45 bucks. Oh, the new ones? Jeez. Yeah, cuz they're normally like 125 new. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. I glued together a solid rockscape cuz I was worried that whoever bought it um would not be able to rescape it the same way. So I glued it all together so it was one piece. Well, all the mushroom corals that I brought melted. I pulled out the bag after getting the rock together and I'm starting to fill the tank. Pulled out my bag of mushrooms and they were all brown and melted and decaying. And I was like, great. But luckily, I brought 3 different types of macroalgae for Grant and Shelby. So I cracked those bags open and I took little bits from the 3 and I put those in. And yeah, a lady ended up buying it. Very exciting. But Scuba Steve's stony corals were perfectly fine. He actually just sent me a picture with them in his tank, and they all look perfectly fine. Steve C's lobster was fine. The sexy shrimp were fine. Just the freaking mushrooms didn't make it. I don't know why. Pico tanks are so much fun. That's less than the tank. Yeah, exactly. I think they ended up after I scaped it and everything. I think they sold the saltwater one for 300. I think. I know. I had like 5 different types of mushrooms in there. Mushrooms, yeah, they're all over my boss's salt tank. Yeah, they are very prolific. You added a torch this weekend. Very exciting. I bagged my Pleco the way Dan does. He even let me use his heat sealer. Yeah, I remember you saying that. How did your booth go? Oh, booth sales? I can talk about that in a second. Gina, what's your cleanup crew? In my tank at home, mostly just snails and hermit crabs. Oh, Chattanooga Ed, thank you for putting Taylor Stiff in your booth. You're the best. Oh, thank you. No problem. It was no problem at all. It worked out because I was on the end of the aisle, so I actually had extra space. I kind of felt a little bit bad, but I did overhang outside of my vendor space or my hobbyist space. Um, Nobody complained though, so yeah, it's fine. Got my first torch in a drawing. It's a toxic green torch. Ooh. Do you know why the mushrooms didn't make it? I have no idea. I have no idea. My only thought is maybe one of them that I had to peel off the rock I might have damaged and it died, which then probably polluted the water and then tanked the rest of them. That's the only thing I could think of. Taylor Stiff scared me. uh, when he brought it. Oh, it scared you when he brought it to the YouTube room. Yep. My booth sales were not anywhere near what I was hoping, and I think that's mostly because there weren't a lot of saltwater people there, which a lot of my stuff was geared towards both fresh and salt. But the way my table was set up, and I don't really think I could have done much different, is that traffic came from left to right. If I'm looking out, it came from my left. Um, and that's where I had my saltwater stuff. So people saw the saltwater stuff and got kind of like unenthused about my table and they'd start to walk away. So I had to like really engage um, and really try to sell product um, actively in order to gain uh, engagement um, and interest into my table. But no one would complain with you. You're an angel. Oh, thank you. Um, but yeah, no, I'm nowhere near what I was hoping to take home. So, boss was a little disappointed whenever he came in yesterday, he stopped by the store and he asked, he's like, "How'd it go?" I was like, oh, you were right. I didn't do nearly as well as I was hoping. And I told him the total amount of sales and he goes, "Well, actually, that's not that bad." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I was hoping for at least triple that." And he was a good sport until I unpacked the car and was bringing all the stuff back in, and then he got really frustrated. And I'm like, I told you, I told you. But luckily, one of our vendors is really, really cool. They actually deliver to us, which is probably a huge factor. But I emailed them yesterday, said, "Hey, I don't." We ordered all this stuff for a trade show that I went to over the weekend. I ended up not selling as much as I'd hoped. Would you guys be willing to take this back? I'll send it with the driver next week with our delivery." And he goes, "Yep, here you go. Here's the return slip." I was like, "Oh my god, thank you so much. You're a lifesaver." So that's definitely gonna help. It's green with pink tips. Ooh, that's pretty. Who won the weird cat from the Fish Fam Link booth? There was a weird cat. I found something for me at your booth. You did! You did. I was so appreciative. Everybody tried. Everybody in the Fish Fam did come by and make an effort to buy something, which I was very thankful for. Daniken! Hello, hello! Jenna passed out for the night, so ask her tomorrow. There you go. Because she's not feeling good. I told my boss it was definitely a learning experience what people seek out. I brought fish bags, but they were large and extra large sizes, which I don't think a lot of people at the show needed. Drip lines were a hit. Angled tweezers were a hit. The aquascaping tool set was a hit. I only brought 2, and that was actually the first thing that sold out. Were aquascaping kits. Pipettes. That was another hit. But yeah, a lot of the medicine I had to really talk people into. But yeah, it was fun though. When I worked at the pet store, they always made me call the distributors for returns because I remembered the customer service folks by name, and that always made them approach the situation better. Yep. I was just thankful to have made it to the Clash in the first place. Definitely hoping to do more shopping next time. I did hit up the art booths. I bought a crypt from Crypt Keeper, along with the shrimp stick holder, and there was something else. Oh, more shrimp food. I meant to buy some magenta snails from another table that Annette had already scoped out and said that they looked good. I bought art from Sam Scales. I bought art from another table that was there. I got my axolotl plushie. Oh my god, I don't have it in here with me. The little Lego set. And I bought some earrings. If you watched mine and Danny's Saturday night stream, you'd see it on there. Apparently, I was not paying attention to the raffle at the fish handling table. That's okay, I didn't know about it either. Knowing your sales rep and brand reps and them knowing you makes such a huge difference. It does. Were there any other types of pets there besides aquarium animals? There were reptiles. Yep. And then the Pharrell family was there, so technically, live feeders. But yeah, there was a booth that had mimic poison dart frogs and some other things. I think that was it. I forgot to look at your booth. That's okay. That's okay. One booth had those tiny frogs, so cute, and there were bugs for terrariums. That's what I noticed. Yep. I'm checking out the new P&W custom stuff now. I'm thinking about getting that 1 gallon. The 1 gallon is super cool because it's an actual all-in-one. That one's cool. Would it be safe to do sexy shrimp with mushrooms? Would the shrooms eat the shrimp? No. So actually, sexy shrimp are anemone shrimp. They actually like to host carpet anemones, mini maxies, rock flowers they'll host. And yeah, they actually, no, the mushrooms will not eat them. It's so cute, especially if you have a group of them, because they form a circle facing each other, and it looks like they're having a little meeting, and it's so freaking cute. And they're all wiggling their butts. All wiggling their butts. I want to start a terrarium, but I get confused on what to use for the substrate. Yeah, same. And then I go down a rabbit hole of what live plants I want to put in there, and then I can never decide. Coro. I mean, Vibes and Bee Whistle are there, and they're party animals, right? Oh my god. Nocturnal Booth had some awesome setups. He used picture frames on the fronts of the aquarium of an aquarium and a terrarium. Oh, that's a good idea. Some dude came into my store yesterday with an axolotl, but they were taking it somewhere for some reason. But it lost its water, and they needed water, but had no dechlorinator to use. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Oh, Ed, you actually bought Safe from me, remember? So you did buy something from my booth. It was nuts, but figured it out. Used fish room temp Smart water. There you go. ABG substrate. Ooh. Sexy shrimp? I think I know what my next YouTube name will be. Keep in mind, I work at a gas station, yeah. You don't just keep Prime in your pocket, Ian, for things like that? Yep. Ian's a lifesaver, yep. I mean, it works. It worked. I did, but you delivered it. I did. Right before Ed's stream, I ran to the YouTuber room and I was like, here's your safe. Oh no, my dog just explosive diarrhea across the room. Stinks so bad. Oh no. I probably should, lol. Oh, thanks, Ed. I try my best. I try to be accommodating. I had that giant piece of driftwood that I posted on Discord like a month or two ago. I brought that, and I had like 3 people really interested in buying it, and Nathan was so funny. He's never worked a day at customer service in his life, but he tried his best to help out. But yeah, anytime anybody was looking at it, he's like, I'll go carry it out to your car right now. It was so funny. But one of the other disappointing things I didn't sell that I had to bring back. Sorry, was feeding the fish. You're good. No need to apologize. The smell should lessen as it dries. Yeah, I think it'll be a minute before you hear an answer from Steve. Yep. I got some huge wood from Rico. Yeah, and a lot of vendors had some very large pieces of really nice driftwood, and I think that's why it didn't sell. I was not expecting. This is the first event that I went to, which I mean I haven't been to that many, where there's a lot of very large pieces of driftwood. Looks like ABG stands for Atlanta Botanical Gardens. It's a recipe they developed. You can buy it from Josh's Frogs and similar. I like Josh's Frogs. It's a very good website. Actually, it was a stick, but the video made it look really big and long. Wonder if that's how they do it in the porn industry. Oh my god. Probably. It's all about working them angles. Thank God for vinyl floors and a spin mop. Yep. Camera magic. We need a new spin mop for work. The screws on the spinning mechanism finally rusted enough to where it stopped, where it like broke. And I keep forgetting to run to the store and get a new one. Keep forgetting. Or you could probably mix it yourself, yep. Probably. Probably some like soil and some peat moss. Or sphagnum moss. Clay balls, yep. Do the clay balls, a layer of mesh, and ADG mix, and you're done. ABG, sorry. ABG. Dyslexia. Turn the B around. Yep. The mesh is important. I tried to do a bioactive for my gargoyle gecko that I used to have, and I forgot the mesh layer, so I had the clay balls, and then I just put the dirt in, and by the time I realized it was too late, and I was like, well, let's see how this goes. Well, she was female, and she would lay infertile eggs, and she would dig, so she ended up just wrecking all of those layers. So the mesh is important. Finely ground tree fern fiber, milled long fiber sphagnum moss, milled sphagnum peat moss, fine charcoal, and fine fir bark. Yeah, that sounds perfect. That same stuff would work in a paludarium, right? I think so, yeah. And also, depending on what type of inverts, if you're gonna do like roly polies, maybe some leaf litter too to put on top, so that way those leaves can start decomposing and they have stuff to eat. Yeah, yeah. Moisture content varies. Yep. By volume, not by weight, because moisture content varies. I mix my own. Ingredient list is out there. It's definitely cheaper if you're doing a bunch, but one tank, probably just get the premix. That is true too. Might want it better drainage in a paludarium. That's just adding sand and like vermiculite, I think. That sounds right. Maybe it's perlite. I think it is perlite, now that you say that. I can never remember which one is for drainage and which one is to retain. But I think I'm going to go until quarter till because I'm starting to get tired and I do still have work in the morning. So, well, morning for me. I believe perlite is for retaining moisture. Yes, that's right, because perlite is what people use when incubating chameleon eggs. Is perlite. So yes, perlite is for retaining. It's coming back to me. Yeah, I've always added it to my potted plant soil. Yes, that's another. Yep. Another use for it. Carnivorous plant bog soil would probably work well in paludarium if you wanted something store bought or inspiration for what to add to your paludarium soil mix. Yep. Can use it for gecko eggs too. Yes. Yes. Anything that needs high humidity. I think people use it for ball python eggs. I think. Oh, I never tried to hatch ball python eggs. But yeah, the Clash was so much fun. So much fun. If y'all can start saving now, like 40 to 50, 40 to $60 a week, start putting money aside, you will have plenty of money for the Clash. It was so much fun. So much fun. 10 out of 10. Recommend. Well, if I do it again, will I have a vendor table? I don't know. It would be very different from what my setup would look like this year. May actually try a frag tank. Eric Wyrock, hello, hello. Because the local salt club did, the president of that local saltwater club did come by. And Scotty said that he seemed very pleased. So if they set up a table or organize a frag swap, that would be worth it. That I could try to figure out a frag tank. Gina, one giant coral or 100 coral frags? Coral frags, for sure. Frags sell a lot better than colonies. So, yeah, next year, if I do a vendor table, it will probably be a frag tank and inverts. No fish, though. I'm not going to deal with fish. But inverts and a frag tank. It was pretty great speaking at the Clash. I would do it again. Yeah, I think Kelly was one of the favorite speakers. Good night, Eric Wyrock. But yeah. Maybe a couple tools, like more the scaping kits, the tongs and the pipettes. Yeah, it would just be very different. Very different table setup. But yeah. Kelly, is there video of your tank? Thongs? No, I said tongs. Tongs. Tweezers. Tongs. I missed every speaker. I wasn't nearly as engaged as I would have liked to have been. Kinda overwhelmed. Yep. Yeah, I think I only saw Dan's fish once, and it was his shipping talk where he was talking about how he packs up his fish and his success, how what he does, what his method is to be successful in his business. Which was very good. I learned a lot, and I took notes, and I was telling the boss about that. I didn't get to hang out with as many friends as I'd liked. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm wearing my thongs. What if instead of a frag tank you used those Tupperware coral transport things and displayed them like a beta rack, and then would all be packed and ready for the sales? That is true. Those urinary cups, that is true. And my nephew did just get a 3D printer, so there's I know that there are blueprints of like frag rack holders for those. But yeah, that is a very good idea. That way they're you can stack them in a tote, and they are all ready. All I have to do is put a label on the top of what they are. Maybe you can get one of those blue light flashlights, because light's not really going to penetrate from the top unless I unscrew the lid for the display. That would be an idea. There was one table. If you watch like Vibes' walkthrough, they had these clear. Well, of course they're clear. They had essentially these wine glasses, and that's what they displayed their plants in. Didn't sell them in those, but it was a very nice display. I liked how it looked. I'm shooting for next year, so hopefully you'll speak again. Yes. See if I was overwhelmed last year to the point that I retreated to my room a lot. Aw. But this year was fun. I only saw Jason the first day at 8 in the morning. Oh, nope. Aquascaping does take a lot of time, yep. I was busy during all the regular talks, but I did see a group talk at night. Oh, the panel chat? Yes. I miss those. Alright, but I'm going to go ahead and end it here. The Keystone Clash was a lot of fun. I do for sure recommend it if you guys are on the fence about it. But yeah, thank you guys all for hanging out. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Do all the YouTube things. I appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out and keeping the chat growing. You guys all have a good night. Bye.